I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is another strawberry letter. This one is short and sweet. You guys know I love short letters, so here we go. Almost a year ago, I lost my job. Times got hard, and I moved in with my boyfriend of 8 months. He was in the process of getting custody of his son. In the beginning, I asked him if he had kids. He said no. Over the next month, I found out about 2 more kids. I asked him how come he didn't tell me, and he gave me every excuse in the book. My feelings for him started to change. I must say that having kids was not a problem, but him lying about it was. He does not have any contact with the other 2 kids. I have expressed my feelings to my close family and friends, and they tell me, just be glad you got someone helping you. I don't want to settle. I want to be happy. He's a nice guy, and he has helped me so much, but it bothers me that he's not even trying to have a relationship with his other kids. I do want kids someday. I feel like my clock is ticking. I'm 30. I no longer feel the same way about him as he does for me. Definitely not the guy I want to have kids with. Any advice would be helpful. Thanks, BG. Be blessed. Okay, child, you already know what to do. I mean, no, I like when these ones are a challenge, but you already know what to do. You're dealing with a man who lies to you. Not lies to you about small things, which that's wrong too, but he lies to you about the amount of children that he has. He has not 1, not 2, but 3 kids. And he lied to you from the beginning and told you he didn't have any. If a man can't claim his own children, would he really claim you? Okay, so you're thinking you're his girlfriend. You probably aren't. Okay, so my main thing is you already know what to do. I know you're not writing me. It's me to tell you that you don't want to be with somebody like this. Somebody who, what kind of man, and I use the term man loosely, does not claim his own children. That to me is the most disgusting, despicable kind of person. Somebody who has kids and doesn't want anything to do with them, doesn't have, no contact. So why is he fighting for custody of this one? I don't understand what that's about. He doesn't care about the other 2 enough to have any kind of relationship with them or even try to. But for some reason, he's fighting for custody for this one. I wonder about that. I think there's a little bit more to it. This letter is short and sweet, but it might be too short. What's up with that situation? Why does he want custody? Where's the mom at? There's a little bit left out of this story because I don't understand how, if he doesn't want to be in the other 2 kids' lives, then why it's so important for him to be in this kid's life? So your thing about it is you don't want to be with him, but he is helping you out, and so you need him. Now, you know I've talked about this on more than one occasion. You never want to be in a situation where you need someone like this because the wrong person will take advantage of that. Now, he's going to feel like you owe him. And at some point, that's the thing about a man. A man that's not your husband, that's doing a whole lot for you, at some point, you're going to have to pay him back, so to speak. I don't know what payback is for him, but you are accumulating a debt that you're going to eventually have to pay. So I say that you need to get your own stuff together and get out. You already know you don't want to have kids with him, and that's what you ultimately want. You said that your biological clock is ticking, you're 30, and all of that. Why waste your time? What happens in situations like this, what normally happens is you end up pregnant with this man. And everybody who knows you says, well, you knew the man had all this when you got with him. But you weren't thinking that far into the future. You already know he doesn't take care of his kids. If he don't take care of those kids, he's not going to take care of your kid. So why put yourself in a situation where you could possibly reproduce with someone like this? I say get out now while it's easy to get out. It's only going to get more complicated if and when you end up getting pregnant with his kid. If you know what you want, ultimately you know the characteristics and traits of a husband that you want, possible mate, and this person does not meet that criteria, then what are you still with him for? You're wasting his time. You're wasting your time. See, what happens is, and this is spitting a little game for a lot of my young viewers who watch me. You think you're being smooth. This is how it always happens. You think you're being smooth. You think you're doing what guys do. You're dating somebody who you don't really have any feelings for because he's cute or it's just fun. And you end up getting in way over your head. Next thing you know, you fall in love with this person. And I can say that because I've been there. Dated a guy one time because he was just cute and spent 4 years with him. 4 years. I knew from the beginning he wasn't my type. When he first told me he wasn't a Christian, I knew he wasn't my type. But I wasted 4 years with him before I finally was like, I could do better than this. I can't get that time back. So I think that a lot of times people do it. You think you can casually date. Women get caught up. We get emotional. Then I started treating him like a charity case. Started being with him because I felt sorry for him. It made me feel like I was the only person in the whole world, and I was all he had. And I actually felt sorry for him. I actually talked about it in another Strawberry Letter. And my dad told me that if he found somebody else, he would have dropped you in a minute. Let him go. So I'm going to give you that same tough advice. Let him go. You need to, first of all, you need to be taking care of yourself. You're a grown woman. You said you're almost 30. Well, you need to get your stuff together. Nobody should be taking care of you. You can get you a job. You can get you a place. Even if you got to move in with a married family member, you need to, sorry about that. But anyway, my point is that you're old enough to take care of yourself. If you keep accumulating this debt with him, at some point you're going to have to pay up. He's going to feel like you owe him. All the times he took care of you, you owe it to him to do whatever it is. Like I said, I don't know what his payback is, but he's going to collect. And you never want to be in a situation where you owe somebody like this. If you know he's not the right person for you, stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time, stop wasting his time, and finish getting yourself together. Like, for you to be in a relationship, you're not even complete. A lot of times women, and this is just, I'm all over the place. I have so much I want to say in such a short amount of time. You have to embrace singleness. There is an art to being single. And one of the things there is about being single is making the most of your time, developing yourself, getting yourself prepared for your mate. I talked about it briefly in my last video about tired of being single. While your mate is being prepared for you, but you're also being prepared for someone. You need to finish working on yourself so that you're ready to be in a relationship with the person who God has chosen for you. Finish getting yourself together. You don't have to be in a relationship. And I feel like in a slight way, you're kind of using him. You know you don't want him, but you're letting him pay for things. And you're letting him take care of you. So he's thinking that it's the two of you, like it's us against the world. And it's not really us, it's him. So I think that you need to remove yourself from the situation because what you're doing is not really right and it's not healthy. And I'm not trying to scare you. But one of my closest friends, her mother actually was killed. Her mother was killed by somebody an ex-boyfriend, that didn't take the breakup very well. You can't play with a man and play with a man's emotion. If you know you don't really want to be with this man, don't use him to pay your rent. Don't use him to take care of you. Don't do that because it's dangerous. And I'm just, like I said, I'm not trying to scare you, but that's a true story. You can't use a man. Some men don't handle that well. Remove yourself from the situation. Take care of yourself. And work on yourself in the meantime. But stop taking from someone who you don't even want anything from. Because it's not even right to do that. You're leading him on enough for him to take care of you, but you know in your heart, you know in your mind that you don't really want him. So why do him like that? Now, he may not be the best father, but he's still a person. And he doesn't deserve to be with somebody who he thinks has his back and you really don't. Okay? Some people may not agree with my advice. It is what it is. Opinions like belly buttons. Everybody has one. You asked me for my opinion and that's it. My opinion is you need to get rid of this guy and you need to stop stringing him along because that's wrong. If you don't want to be with him and you don't want anything from it and you know the relationship isn't going anywhere, then get out of it. Take care of yourself. Pay your own bills. But don't use him to take care of you and just be like, he ain't take care of his kids. What? Couldn't be me. Because you mess around and it will be. Alright? Anyway, it's tight, but it's right. If you can't say amen, you can always say ouch. Alright, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. If you got some advice that you want to share, then please be sure to do that. Leave a comment or video response are always welcome. I love video responses. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces.